Hi, everyone. Yes, I have missed Monday yet again. I may actually end up switching my days to Wednesdays for a variety of reasons, but we'll find out. Anyway, uh, with the new school system set up and the question of whether I'm having my grandson and a zillion other things, things are going to be chaotic for a few weeks, but it's okay because, we've weathered everything so far. Continuing a little longer, we can do this. It's good. Anyway, as you know, my book came out. Y'all need to start buying it. Yeah, seriously. I had people bugging for it, and it's out there, it's live. Um, please purchase it. And for those of you who have already purchased it, um, please go and review it on Amazon when you are done reading it. Because, in case you didn't know, the reviews on Amazon really are the lifeblood for those of us who are authors who publish anything on Amazon. Having the ability to have people be able to read those reviews really is a big deal, and it actually affects our standing in Amazon's list of who's a bestseller and who's not. It's not like it used to be where you'd aim for the New York Times bestseller list and that just was however many books you sold. It honestly doesn't matter at this point. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. I don't know. But for Amazon sales, those reviews are worth more than their weight in gold. Like, no kidding. It's really important. So if you've read any of my books, please go and give them a review. And if you've read any other indie authors or local authors, please go out and review their books as well. I try to make a habit of going out and reviewing one book a week. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. But the more books you review, the more you're helping out local authors. And I'll tell you something, having a review, you can't beat that. That's the best Christmas gift you can give to an author. It really is. So I must be on camera because I'm yawning all of a sudden again. I'm also a little short on sleep for a variety of reasons, but anyway. What else going on? Yeah, I'm very not with it right now. I apologize. Like I said, I'm very short on sleep, so the cookbook is progressing. I have to finish the typesetting, or rather, my boyfriend does. Once that has been done, it will be going on. As soon as we have reached a certain point in the typesetting process, I will be offering the cookbook on Amazon in Kindle format for pre-order, which means you can go in and pre-order it. It will hold your space, and as soon as it's available, it will automatically be sent to you. This is my first time doing a pre-order, so please be kind. I have not attempted to do this before. I think it'll work, but I've had an awful lot of people asking me about the cookbook, and I definitely want that to come for you guys. That's very important for me. The other thing that I have coming up is information about NaNoWriMo 2020. The official position for NaNoWriMo for this year is that there will be no in-person events. There's just no way to guarantee people's safety. And because a lot of what we do is very alone anyway, even if you're writing with a group of people, the writing you're doing is by yourself. It was decided that the acceptable casualty rate for NaNoWriMo writers was a big fat 0. And that means that we unfortunately don't get to meet each other in person. But it means that there will be a very robust online presence. And in a way, I sometimes feel like that's almost more helpful to me. Because once I'm online, I get writing. And I will get distracted by things like Facebook. For whatever reason, I don't get distracted by live author chats. I don't know why, that's just me. So look for the different events that are going to be happening. I may host a couple of write-ins myself, not officially, but just hey, come join me on Google Meet and right along. But that is a big deal. And I'd like everyone out there to keep in mind that when NaNoWriMo comes around, I will be doing a fundraiser for them. And I'm hoping that everybody will donate $5. It's less than the price of a book. And it's important. NaNoWriMo helped me get my first book published. NaNoWriMo got my second book published. So I know a lot of writers who've used the sort of group accountability of NaNoWriMo to catapult them into better things. And so I want very much to have that be something that I support, because I feel that I have been supported by the Nano people and the crowd and the authors and support staff. And that's how I say thank you. So, sorry, guys. It's really, I'm tired. In case you hadn't noticed. Okay, coffee. I have some of that. I'm just going to keep chugging this in hopes that I can keep my eyes open. Wow. I'm also having a wicked allergy attack, which is why I sound gravelly. It's not the Rona. No, it's in the afternoons. I think it's ragweed season, and it's just hitting me horribly. When I take my allergy pill, I clear up, and then evening I take another allergy pill, and I'm clear then. It's like this time of day when I guess the first one wears out, but I'm not technically allowed to take the second one. It sucks. Right. All of that said, I want to talk about medieval cooking for a minute, because passion is as... Oh my God, I got a huge bowl. Wow. I didn't know I had a bruise there. So much for looking in mirrors. So over the Labor Day weekend, we usually have a massive event here in New Hampshire, in southern New Hampshire, called Harper's Retreat. And Harper's Retreat last year was a wonderful affair. It was a royal progress. We had our king and queen there. It was beyond amazing. This year, sadly, we don't have Harper's. It's been canceled. There is a virtual event going on, and if anybody's interested, page me. I will be happy to give you the information for that. But the bottom line is just we can't guarantee people's safety, especially when they're coming from different areas that are out of our little bubble. And Harper's gets a lot of people, and the same with Burka, which has unfortunately also officially been canceled for January. Both of them are disease vectors. We often talk about coming home with con crud from them, and that's during a normal year. With the Rona, we're just not willing to be the cause of anyone being sick or, God forbid, passing away. Not even going there, okay? So because we can't do that, at my house, I'm actually hosting a small handful of people who are in my household. It's going to be like from like 11 in the morning until 9 at night. So it's like a big span of time and a low number of people. So there's only going to be a handful of people here at a time. We're going to be all wearing masks if we're close to each other. It's all outdoors. And by all outdoors, I mean all outdoors. I'm actually in the process of building an outdoor cozy just for my guests. Because we have immunocompromised people in the house, so the house is not open to people. And if you're coming and drinking beer at my house, then you need to have access to a cozy. That's just the way it goes. So what I will be doing that weekend is dressing up, probably scaring my neighbors, and I will be doing some cooking. And I'm going to ask people to videotape me doing that, and some of that will become videos to help promote the cookbook and to talk about the type of cooking that medieval people did and how it was done and how it differs from what I'm doing, because of course medieval people would have cooked in an open pit fire or in an indoor fire place of sorts, and I have neither. we have fire restrictions and whatnot, so I cook in a fire pit that is portable and safe because I'm not willing to be unsafe for the sake of being historically accurate. One of these days I will build the ingrown fire pit, and then none of this will be a problem anymore, but that's okay. We have the above ground pit. It's fine, and I'm going to enjoy using it, let me tell you. I've been saving all of my husband. He's been using wood in the shop for stuff, and so all the little pieces of kiln-dried wood, they make awesome kindling. So I have saved up a ton to get the fire going. My kids are excited. There's going to be some axe throwing and some cooking, harp playing. There won't be any singing because singing really isn't safe right now. But there might be other things which stringed instruments and whatnot, which are considered a little more safe. And there'll be a little bit of camaraderie, even if it's 6 feet away and masked. I'd rather be 6 feet masked away from people outdoors but together than not see people at all. And I miss everybody. And when the virus either commits suicide or we gain herd immunity or we get a vaccine or whatever it is that changes situations so that we can have a new normal again, I will be hugging the stuffings out of everybody. I miss everybody so much. I can't even. That said, I think it was almost a good thing for me to have a down summer where I just didn't go out and do the same level of zillion things, rushing from event to event. The end of last year, I was feeling a little strung out by the time the events ended. And so this year I was really stressing coming up on New Hampshire Ren Fair because I had all my regular stress, but I also had the added stress of the Rona, and having it canceled was both heartbreaking and a ridiculous, massive amount of relief because I just couldn't stand the thought of going and possibly getting someone sick, including myself. That's where I'm at with this stuff. I don't know where we're going to be in another month. I don't know whether the schools will stay open or closed. I don't know if people will be sick. I don't know if I'll be sick. All I know is that I want to take care of myself and my family first off, my friends second, and everybody else third. I love all of you, and I need you to take care of yourselves because I need you to buy my book and read it. And if we're stuck in the house during the late part of fall and the early winter when it's shitty weather and it's cold out and it's rainy and you just don't feel like being outdoors, it would be a great time to pick up my cookbook and try some of the recipes because it will be available. My goal is to try and have it available by the end of the month. That depends on a couple of things. It will definitely be out by September. I just don't have a specific date, and I will let you know when I do have that date because it will be available on pre-order. Yay! As always, you can find me on YouTube. Hi. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Gmail. I am on MeWe. I have a website, and I have my cooking website. So, go and find me, say hi. My fan club isn't so large that I can't stop and respond to everybody at this point. And I love hearing from you guys. It really does make my week. If you want to do a mental health thing for me, say hi. I love hearing from everybody. So have yourselves a great week. Be good to yourselves. Remember to hydrate, eat enough good food. Don't eat too much junk food. Get outside, get a little bit of sunshine. And I highly recommend getting out to some water sometime. It's that time of year when most of the bugs have gone back, they've started to go back to the hell from which they came. So it's not as buggy outside. The weather isn't as hot as Satan's armpit, but it's not cold yet either. And the water is beautiful and it's absolutely gorgeous outside. So go and play. I love you guys. Be good. Don't forget to subscribe wherever it is, and pass the video along if you'd like. If you have any topics you'd like me to cover, let me know.